Fuse 1 generation printers use 2 quartz tube heaters to evenly heat the print enclosure during a print. There are 2 quartz tube heaters located inside the print enclosure, one on the buffer side and one on the hopper side. If one or both of those heaters are damaged or malfunctioning, the printer may not be able to reach the required temperature to print properly. Replace any damaged or defective quartz tubes, or when indicated by an error message on the printer touchscreen. In this video, we'll walk you through how to replace the quartz tube heaters on your Fuse 1 generation printer. If this video helps you solve your printer's issue, please like the video, and thanks for watching. Before we start, a quick warning. Do not perform this procedure if the printer was printing less than 6 hours prior. Allow the print enclosure to fully cool to room temperature before touching or inspecting any printer components. Failure to do so may result in serious burns or lacerations from broken quartz glass. First, clear a workspace around the printer. Ensure that the workspace is well ventilated and free of dust. The quartz tube heaters are located inside the print enclosure. On the touchscreen, drag the Unlock Door slider. Once it unlocks, open the print enclosure door. If a build chamber is currently installed in the printer, remove it and set it aside. Next, disconnect the power cable before continuing with maintenance. Do not perform maintenance on the printer while it is connected to power. Wait 5 minutes after disconnecting the printer from power before proceeding. Next, we will uninstall the spatial filter to access and remove the quartz tube heater. We will begin with the buffer side quartz tube. The procedure is the same for the hopper side quartz tube, so if you only need to replace one, feel free to follow along. Using a 2.5mm hex driver, remove the 8mm cap screw holding the quartz tube heater's spatial filter to the lamp frame. Set the screw aside. To remove the spatial filter, insert your finger into the slot on the spatial filter and pull it away from the printer. Slide it all the way out and set the spatial filter aside. Before removing the quartz tubes, take caution when handling them. The tubes can crack, chip, or break if handled roughly. Any damage to the tube's quartz glass will cause it to explode when turned on. Never handle a quartz tube without wearing nitrile gloves. If your bare skin contacts the quartz glass at any point during this procedure, thoroughly clean the tube with a PEC pad and ethanol. To remove the quartz tube, first locate the quartz tube heater's rear ceramic socket at the back of the print enclosure. Gently grip the front of the quartz tube heater with 2 fingers. Push the quartz tube heater towards the rear ceramic socket. Less force is better than more. Before we proceed, let's look at the front socket. The tube's front neck, found here, has to go through the alignment tab. While still pushing the quartz tube heater towards the rear ceramic socket, carefully guide the front neck through the alignment tab until it is no longer constrained and the ceramic base is free from the front socket. Take care during this step, as it is possible to chip or crack the tube's neck by scraping it against the alignment tab. If the neck does not slide through the alignment tab with minimal resistance, carefully rotate the tube while pushing it backwards until the neck easily slides through the tab. Once the quartz tube heater's ceramic base and neck are clear of the front ceramic socket and alignment tab, release the pushing pressure on the tube. Carefully maneuver the tube away from the lamp housing and out of the print enclosure. Set the quartz tube aside. Repeat these steps if you need on the hopper side to replace both quartz tubes. Now that the quartz tube heater is removed, align and install the replacement quartz tube heater. First, check your nitrile gloves. Replace them with a new pair if any cuts or tears are present. Remember, never handle a quartz tube without wearing nitrile gloves. While wearing nitrile gloves, remove the new quartz tube from its packaging. If you are replacing both quartz tube heaters, only remove one tube from its packaging at a time. Locate the rear ceramic socket at the back of the print enclosure. Maneuver the new quartz tube heater into the printer and align the ceramic base at one end with the rear socket. Insert the ceramic base into the socket. To insert the quartz tube heater into the front socket, push the quartz tube heater towards the rear ceramic socket. Carefully guide the tube's front neck into the alignment tab until the ceramic base is aligned with the front socket. If the neck does not slide through the alignment tab with minimal resistance, carefully rotate the tube while pushing it backwards until the neck easily slides through the tab. Make sure the quartz tube is properly situated in the printer. If the quartz tube heater is not pushed far enough into the rear socket, the front ceramic base cannot clear the front socket. Similarly, if it is pushed too far into the rear socket, the front ceramic base may hit the alignment tab. Adjust your pressure on the quartz tube heater as needed until the tube's neck passes easily into the alignment tab. Check that the tube's neck is fully seated into the alignment tab and the front ceramic base is concentrically aligned with the front socket. Slowly release your pressure on the quartz tube heater to allow the front ceramic base to fully seat itself into the front socket. Now that the quartz tube is installed, it's time to check your work. Gently grip the quartz tube heater near its front neck with 2 fingers. Carefully check for any movement. The tube should not easily move or rotate. If the tube rotates, carefully uninstall it and try again. If you are replacing both quartz tubes, repeat all of the steps for the second quartz tube heater. Now that the quartz tube heaters have been replaced, reinstall the spatial filter. Align the slots on the spatial filter with the rails on the lamp frame. If you have replaced both quartz tubes, ensure that you have not mixed up the buffer side spatial filter with the hopper side spatial filter. Push the spatial filter along the rails towards the back of the printer. Ensure that the alignment pins on the back of the front face of the spatial filter go into the corresponding holes in the lamp frame. Make sure the front of the spatial filter sits flush against the front of the lamp frame when it is properly installed. Finally, secure the spatial filter to the lamp frame. Thread the 8mm M3 cap screw into the screw hole into the front of the spatial filter. Tighten the screw with a 2.5mm hex driver until finger tight. Repeat on the other side if you replaced both quartz tubes. After replacing the quartz tube heaters, perform final checks. Insert the build chamber into the printer. Close the printer door. Connect the power cable to the printer and the power supply. The printer will initialize. Start a print. Monitor the printer to ensure that it reaches the target temperature successfully. We are now finished with the repair procedure. Remember to replace the quartz tube heaters when damaged or indicated by the touchscreen. Need help? Contact Formlabs support or a certified service provider for additional support. Did this video help you get printing again? If so, please leave a like on our video and subscribe for more content. What video would you like to see next? Leave a comment telling us more.